Paul, you threw everything at them closing stages, but no way through. What's your reaction to tonight's game?
Disappointed, frustrated. Maybe I got the team wrong, so I have to take some responsibility for that. We just looked a bit jaded as a team, which isn't like us really. And possibly didn't move the ball quick enough, and we just had a few too many players probably not at their best, not through a lack of effort, but just probably weren't on song. And in fairness to Lincoln, we knew they were going to be really good, we knew they were going to be resilient, we knew they'd have a back five which is very hard to break down, and at times second half with good play we did create chances, but in the gilt edge moments we weren't good enough to take them, and we had a few very good chances, especially later on, that we didn't take, but I have to credit Lincoln. I thought they were really good, and I hate to admit, but changed it at half time. In the first 15 minutes of the second half we looked all over the place, which I don't really like to say about our team, but we weren't on any second balls or anything, and then obviously we got a goal and grew into it, and then we were in the ascendancy, but there was always that risk. They got in a couple of times, virtually one-on-one. On another day you could end up losing that, and that's sort of how it felt on the side of the pitch. We never had complete control, even when they had 10 men. They sat behind the ball and countered, and there was always that risk. So it might be a point gained and 2 points lost, because we weren't at our best, and normally against any team in this league, and that's why League One is so up and down, anyone can beat you when you're not on song, and tonight I don't think we were.
A couple of changes at half time is usually a sign that a manager's not very happy. Is it fair to say you weren't too happy?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't dancing the jig as I went up the tunnel. That's true. Look, no one intends to, have a bad game, but we're paid as coaches to make changes where we see fit, and we've got a really strong bench. And I just thought that, just looked a little bit jaded. I wanted to get 90 a bit higher. We just weren't getting in behind them at all. And it wasn't that Colo was having a bad game, we just didn't really get him the ball. We weren't crossing it, we weren't doing anything. I just thought the change of shape, and it allows us to get Harvey on, who is a good footballer, might be able to switch the ball quicker, might be able to play with a bit more purpose. I just thought, Tom for Dobbs, or you start Dobbs, or you start Tom, or you start Nat, or you start Tony. They all bring different things, so sometimes you just think, we'll give them something else to think about. So I could have made more changes, obviously, at half-time, but I limited myself to just a couple.
Did you get the sense at any point, especially when you got the equaliser, that you were going to go on and win it?
I'd like to stand here and say yes, but my honest opinion is no. I just felt like it was one of them nights where we'd started off poorly. The centre we messed up. They nearly got in straight away, and I just thought, oh no. And pre-warned the team that only us at our best wins football games. You come down one gear against any team and you're liable. So I didn't think the start of the second half, I didn't think we started very well. I didn't think we won any second balls that I've said to, alluded to. But in fairness, fair play to Lincoln. They've got a young group, but quite a fit group, and they were winning all second balls. So I was concerned, and I honestly thought they were going to get a second goal. It just sort of felt like that, and they had the wind behind them, so to speak, and full of confidence. So when we got our goal, I just wanted us to create a few more chances. We probably condensed all our chances into the last 15 minutes, really, which is disappointing. But luckily, we come away with something when we've played pretty poorly. So I don't leave the ground tonight thinking, we're this and we're that. We need to help the team. That's our job as coaches. We need to help the team. I think when teams sit in, we've got to have to be a bit more creative to break them down. A couple of times we did, and it nearly came off. And there's a few problems where we're crossing it from one side, and the other wide man needs to get in and try and score at the far post. So, we're not back to the drawing board. That's a bit extreme, but we need to sort of lick our wounds and get the best out of us again on the weekend.